Hi, entrepreneur. Hi, virtual assistant. Hi, virtual project manager. Hi, online business manager. My name is Romaine Brown Palmer, and I am your virtual biz bestie. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this quick audio recording. Now, more than likely, the title of this post caught your attention because you're struggling with building, managing, or keeping your virtual assistant relationships on track. You're jumping from VA to VA, hiring and rehiring, hoping to find your unicorn, but it all ends up the same. Or perhaps you're a virtual assistant and you're struggling and frustrated about the way that things have been going with your clients. You find seemingly great opportunities, you onboard them as clients, but they're not lasting, and at this point, you kind of feel like giving up. Whichever category you fall into, the goal of this conversation is to open your eyes to the very real reason that these relationships are not working. And to put it bluntly, it's you. Listen, I didn't bury the lead on this one. You are the only reason that your virtual support relationship is not working. And I want you to stay with me here because we can get some real fixes for this. Everything is fixable, okay? So, as the owner of a boutique virtual support firm, usually by the time clients get to me for a consultation, they've gone through a few VAs. They have a mountain of complaints, they're looking for us to quote unquote solve all the problems. I'm quick to let our clients know that we don't claim to be perfect. However, we have found a great system for providing support that helps our clients grow with confidence, all while doubling and tripling their income. I'm proud to say that we have a high retention rate, and most of our clients have been with us for over 3 years. With that being said, even with everything we've put in place, we still struggle from time to time with virtual support relationships that just are not working. And once you work on the inside of someone's business, you can quickly identify what the challenges have been for the previous virtual assistant. And so, for my virtual assistant coaching clients, using this information, I help to open their eyes not only to the important part they play in the business operations, but also to think and act like business owners themselves. In addition, implementing simple, realistic ways to ensure that they engage with clients who are in alignment with who they are and the goals that they're trying to achieve. Over the past 5 years, working on both sides of the fence, the same issues keep popping up as each side kind of points the finger at the other. So, here are the top two reasons why your virtual support relationship are failing and how to fix them. Bonus, there are some bonus reasons. So, if the top two don't match up with what you're experiencing, stay tuned for the bonuses. So, the first reason is that you are not understanding the concept of a shared service. Now, for my entrepreneurs who are coming straight out of corporate settings, I'll be honest, you are the most guilty of this. You've launched your business, you understand that you need support, and so you've gone on and hired an amazing virtual assistant that you feel matches up with what you need to get done. You listen loosely, as they mentioned, having other clients, you engage with them, and then you still act as if you're in that corporate setting where you have that support person sitting right outside your office, literally waiting for your next request. Except the person that you've hired is also a business owner who supports other business owners and has a caseload to manage each day. More than likely, they work on each client in blocks of time and are not always available to you at your whim. After a month of this, you find yourself frustrated and start to say things like, they're never available when I need them, they always have me waiting. And this is because you've not hired an employee, you've engaged with a business service. On the flip side, as a VA, you've been encouraged to start your own business so that you can, quote unquote, be your own boss, right? Maybe you're coming out of a situation where you felt less than appreciated, and so now you're diving in, ready to support, but on your own terms. But then you find yourself with your clients slipping into these old patterns and constantly feeling the need to be immediately responsive because you want your clients to feel like they're your only client. I can tell you from experience, this is the worst thing that you can do as a supporter and the quickest way to burn out city. Being responsive is amazing. It's great. But aiming for immediate response time with all clients is one, impossible, and two, actively compromises the quality of your work. I have seen Many amazing VA quit and go back to situations they don't find fulfilling simply because they could not fix this issue within their business. So, how do we fix this? For the entrepreneur, it means hiring for what you truly need. If you need someone to be available to you Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, who can drop whatever they're doing to attend to your requests, then you're looking for an employee to work directly with you. If that's not what you want and you truly want a virtual assistant, then communication is key. Ask your VA for time blocks of availability to collaborate with you and schedule 15 to 30-minute calls weekly to go over your goals. For the VA, communication is also key, and it starts with before your clients have even engaged with you. It really falls to you to create your ideal day. And so if you prefer to work 9 to 3 and then 5 to 7, because that's what works best for you, your lifestyle, your family, that's perfectly okay. And the flexibility that you get to enjoy as a business owner. However, sharing that with clients ahead of time so that they know how to work with you best is your best bet to keeping that ideal client, knowing you have the freedom to evolve from there. If you work in time blocks, assign your client a time block so that they know when you are available to them, and be sure to let them know if you need to change it. This is not meant for you to feel like a hostage to those time blocks, but it does help in keeping the line of communication open. The second thing that I see as a consistent pattern is people saying but not doing, right? This goes for both entrepreneurs and virtual assistants. For my entrepreneurs, let's be real. It's easy to say, I need systems and I need processes. I need to know how things are done. I need my SOPs documented so that I can go on that carefree vacation. Except you are asking for these things to be put into place, but are not actively following those procedures. Your team was going to follow suit every time. I've learned this in my business and continue to do so. And I've also experienced this in other entrepreneurs' business. It is something you will always need to keep a pulse on. So if you ask your VA to set up all tasks and communicate via, for instance, your project management system, however, you continue to assign and follow up on tasks via email, then your VA is going to follow suit. Remember, they're a business owner, and so they're also trying to be efficient with the time that you have paid for. They don't want to double charge you for the time it takes to do your tasks, and so will follow the lead if they see that you are unwilling to follow the systems put in place. For my VAs, saying you're going to do something or implement a process and then letting it float in the air of unfinished tasks is a fast track to a depleted trust bank. Working in a virtual environment, trust is a valued commodity, and so your clients need to feel that you have their best interest at heart, which includes letting them know if something has come up that is causing a delay in delivery. You have to back up everything you say you are going to do for your clients with actions that take it to the finish line. So how do we fix this? For entrepreneurs, it's choosing systems you feel confident that you can manage and duplicate. We hear a lot about talk about efficiency and streamlining, which will make you feel like you're doing everything wrong in your business. But here's the thing. If you implement a system that does not jive with you, who you are, you'll never follow them. So it doesn't make sense to apply somebody else's system to your business. Focus on making tasks duplicatable and information readily available. Research and find a system that works best for you. Most VAs are technologically nimble enough to work in multiple types of systems and would much prefer to get what they need from you to do the work and make you happy, rather struggle over semantics of what system you're using. For VAs, not overpromising and being honest about your limitations, whether it's bandwidth or a comfort with a task. Usually I find that the reason tasks float is because you don't feel confident that you can get it done, or you feel it's going to take much longer than you have available. Creating internal systems in your business to ensure that you can deliver consistently and at a high level is going to be key for you. And here's the thing. It's okay to not say yes right away to every task, and to ask for time to look at your pipeline so that you can provide a realistic timeline for delivery. Telling everybody you'll have it to them by tomorrow end of day is your quickest way to drive yourself crazy and disappoint your clients. It's about keeping that line of communication open. If you're not connecting with those reasons, here are some bonus reasons that could be showing up in your business. One, or technically number three, you're not developing real relationships. For any relationship to work, there has to be a connection and a baseline of camaraderie. Learn who and what is important to each other so that you can support each other on this journey. You are both business owners, and if you don't feel like you're in this together, then more than likely the relationship will not stick. Two or four, you did not have a good onboarding. You dove right into doing without understanding what the goal of your working relationship was supposed to be. Or maybe you didn't identify goals for the first 30 days of working together, and so it feels clunky. Your onboarding was clunky and confusing, and the goal of working together is unclear. That's a recipe for disaster. The great thing is, this is an easy fix. Someone has to be brave enough to speak up and pump the brakes. Give yourself permission to start over, define what success looks like for working together, and get all the resources you need from each other to make it work. And number five, you engaged with the wrong person and you're trying to make it work. Sometimes it just is what it is. You went into this with the best intentions, but for whatever reason, it's just not working. And trying to force it is making it worse. This can happen from the beginning, or it can evolve after a time of working together. Either way, know when to call it quits and move on before any damage is done. I hope that what I've shared with you today will help turn the tide in your current and future virtual support relationships. When it works, it's one of the most beautiful and rewarding working relationships and is truly the future of business. I'm cheering for you both. Again, my name is Romaine Brown Palmer, and I'm your virtual biz bestie. You can learn more about me on Instagram at Romaine B. Palmer or at the Executive Admins, and you can follow me, follow my blog at RomaineBrownPalmer.com/blog.